Hello guys. So today I'll be doing another review and market outlook. Like I've done a review from the previous week. That's what happened from so this is July 8th. From I think July 3rd to July 8th. That's pretty much what happened last week. So I'm starting off with gold today. So last week I didn't really trade gold, but from the previous video I did, I talked about gold and how I wanted to see price take out this low here, which I kind of explained everything. This delay I wanted price take out, kind of explained why I wanted to see price take out this low, like on the previous video. So it's just like a short recap on it. So last week we talked about this range from this high here, the range here, so, and this low. I said this was like our last supply range, and that because the structure on the structure here on gold is somehow bearish. So I said I wanted to like see price continue that bearish structure on the other floor, and the only time I'll consider taking longs was if I got a run, as if price traded above this high, that was the only time I would say I would maybe look for longs to take out this relative equal highs here, or maybe even this high, and then to mitigate this unmitigated supply zone before continuing. And that was how I was looking at it. And I also said if you were to look for shorts, that you will take sales from the outlook I did last week. You would mainly be taking the sales from this range, this high to this low, and the market kind of just respected that price didn't really trade above this high, so it makes sense to look for sales within here, maybe on Monday, Tuesday, to look for sales within this range and look to take out this low. Since because from the daily, everything was just bearish on the daily, like the structure. I think we've been talking about this particular daily structure since like I think 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that was what I wanted to see. And now looking at gold, like the current situation of gold now is, since we've had this daily break of structure here, remember I said after we get, let me say market now is in a bearish market structure, so we've been breaking lower lows and expecting lower highs, which is this and this. So I said if the market is bearish, we want to see price continue to make lower lows and respect its lower highs. We want to see price respect its lower highs. And now this range here, when we have ranges like this, is like a supply range. We want to see price respect and the supply ranges. We do not want to see price break above the supply range. And regarding structure, when we have a push phase, like this, and there is a break in market structure, we normally want to see price pull back to maybe this full supply range, or maybe something refined within the within the whole range, which is here, which is something like this. So we want to see price pull back into maybe anything refined here, or just to the bottom of the range, and then continue the bearish structure. That was how I explained structure on the previous videos and videos before that. So looking at gold now, you can see that we are actually in that push phase now, because we had this push up here, we broke the so price kind of pulled back into this whole range. But I had like this refined zone price with that. So yeah, so this is like the whole daily supply, because this is the engulfed by candle before this huge sell. So that's why I manage as my supply. So price kind of just pulled back into the range and then continued lower, and now we've had another break of structure. So normally you expect you want to see what happened here repeat itself here. You want to see price pull back into, even if it's to the bottom of the range, but at least you want to see price pull back into something within here, or maybe this range here. Like anything refined within this whole leg in price, like within this whole leg, want to see price pull back to anything within this whole leg, and then continue the bearish structure, which should be to make a new lower low, which should be there. Yeah, so that would be looking at from the price action we have. That's what we kind of focusing on the daily. Then on the 4 hour, so on the 4 hour, we know that on the daily we are kind of in a push phase, like this the whole daily leg, and maybe on the daily you might have like a single pullback like this, and then a continuation of the daily structure. But now on the 4 hour, you might have some kind of bullish structure which will form within. Okay, so we might want to take the buys from here, maybe following the 4 hour structure, following whatever the 4 hour presents. So just like follow the structure within, and maybe take longs to anything within here, anything within this leg actually. So that will be what we're looking at on the 4 hour. And yeah, and for me, I think this is actually where I'm looking at, because I know when price pulled back here, yeah, so it's low hasn't been taken yet. So when price kind of did this minor pullback, it didn't really come below this low again, just like price somehow crossed within here, this low, yeah, this high and this low. So what I'll be looking at as my high will be this until price breaks this. So I want to see price break this high here, move back into maybe anything, a demand zone within here, or something up here that is not yet formed. But we'll just study it and see how price moves in the coming week. So I want to see something like this for price to pull back to mitigate something, then I can look for trades on the 15 minutes combined with the 1 hour. But it will be like, it will be some kind of a very risky trade, in the sense that when we have this break here, you can see that this is a break of structure on the 4 hour. But now this break of structure hasn't really been confirmed, because there hasn't really been in a confirmed higher low. It should be here, that should this low from down here. So we haven't really had that confirmed higher low, so taking buys down here would be very risky. But I think that's what I normally, that's like the type of trade I normally take. So it's really a big deal. It's So this one, once you want to see price coming to this, that's if you get a break about this. You want to see price coming to maybe something within this leg and then continue the structure, targeting the supply here. This, or maybe because the way price, the price action here it's really somehow. So this might be some kind of a liquidity build up. So price now want to come here to take out all these house. Don't really know it, but these are one of the possibilities. So yeah, you can look for price to take out this. So if price doesn't take out this high, let's say price just comes, respects the zone, maybe like this triangle I've looked at as zone. If price kind of like pulls back, respects the zone, then you can just look for the reaction on the 15 minutes and then in the trades. So you just continue the whole push phase, because I don't really want to anticipate when the pullback will happen or start forcing the pullback. If price decides to respect this range and I get a valid reaction from this range on the 15 minute, then I'll just look for the sales down here. But if price decides to break this, then I'll change my plans. So that would be it for shared cryptos. Yeah, we don't really have it's only 50, so we don't really want to talk about what's happening there last week. I took a trade on Pound USD. I didn't really trade USD last week, so I took a trade on Pound USD, which I will talk about later. So here on USD, yeah, same thing happened. So on USD, from the analysis we did last week, I talked about price taking out this low. Yeah, let me just add it. So I said I wanted to see price take out this equals here. So this relative equals and how and how we might be looking for sales from these ranges that was created last week. So it was very close to what happened on gold, like very similar analysis that's from the previous video, and yeah, price actually did clear today, which was what we wanted to see. And on 15, some kind of case study or cup on the 15 minutes, so let's go back to the 15 and kind of explain it. So that Monday, yeah, this Monday. So this was on I think that was on this Monday here. This Monday. So this close was the 4-hour engulfs candle, which was used as supply, and within this engulfs candle, this was like my refined engulfs candle which I got on the 15 minutes, which was within the 4 hour zone. So when I have refined zones like this, I don't just plan on setting limits. They're just like reaction points to me. Because when Euro USD, when we had this break here, when we had this break here, when we had this break, this was like our range from here, like our power range from this high to this level from this high here, still here. And since we have the breakup, so just like a single push, we want to take sales from supply zones here. That's any supply zone within this leg. That's where we want to like take sales. So we have like this engulfed candle here. We have this huge 4-hour engulfed candle. And we have some 15 engulfed candle which are up here. So we pretty much want to like mark out these zones and look for reactions whenever price goes back to these zones. So here on the 15 minutes, when price was pulling back, when we build this, because this range here, the range we have here is it's like our last area of supply before the break construction. So for me, the last area of supply is actually very important to me, like kind of like pay attention to them. Before we had this break construction here, supply here, this frozen here, supply range here, it's like our last area of supply. So if you look closely, you see that price kind of pushed into the zone, reacted, and then broke the zone here. So if I was active maybe during this session, I think this close to the end of New York session, I think on Friday, that's the last 2 weeks. If I was active on the chart, I would maybe taking a long here in this reaction here. Because it's like our last area of supply. So when price pulled back, it reacted to it and then broke it. So you can now even see that this is like a break construction. That's the break above this side is like a break construction, and price pulling back is just what happens after you get a break construction, and this is just maybe one of those demand zones within this leg. It's like one of the demand zones within this leg. So it just makes sense to look for longs here. So if you are just taking 1 minute entry here or 5 minutes option, like anytime you just want to use for the entry, because use them within this zones, far you get like a valid reaction and maybe a confirmation entry or something. That's like I'm very much interested in this reaction. So when we had this break here, for the break construction here, so price pulled back and we had another break here. So just following the range, because remember I said that if we are bullish, when we use bullish scenario, say if we are bullish and we have price creating demand ranges and respecting them, like price can just tap the top of the demand range and then just continue up. So you might want to take the reaction on a lower time frame, because on the 15 minutes I want to take the reaction on the 3M or 1 minute or even the 5M. So whenever price comes back to start into this whole zone, you might have it as a whole zone and then still have your refined zones within the zone. So whenever you get the reaction, as long as the reaction is valid and you feel confident taking the trade from there, you can just take the trade like from price starting the whole zone and then just continue, just repeat what's happening. Just repeat what you did here. If price breaks above here and breaks a new range, you can just take the long again, like just let us have this one. So from what we had here, after price broke above this high, which this now made this range now our new demand range. So we can see that if price pulls back into anything within here, you can look for the lows. So maybe if you use imbalance to take trade, you can look for imbalance or this extreme this extreme demand zones down here. But as you can see, price just taps, just pull back into the top of the range and then continued high. So moving on so on Monday, this was like structure low based on this structure we formed here because we had this break and then we had another break here followed by this pullback and then another break. So it's basically price just pushing up higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So normally we expect price to tap into this range and then continue the high, but then that's why it's very important to like combine the structure of different time frames. But then we know that on the 4 hour we are expecting the 4 hour time frame to respect its own structure. That's after making this lower low, we are expecting the 4 hour structure to pull back, make that high low and then push down again to make a lower low on the 4 hour. That's what we want to see. And the only time we can maybe confidently take trades in the direction of the 4 hour time frame is when the 15M structure and order flow aligns with that of the 4 hours with 4 hour. So here this was like our last higher low and this higher high. So we are kind of like working within this range on the 15 minutes. So you want to see price break this low, and whenever price pulls back to maybe anything supply here or this whole range here, which is what price kind of pulls back to, you can confidently take the sell from up here and then target the 4 hour low, which is actually a very weak low. So on the 15 minutes here, when we had this growth construction, we have some kind of shifts in order flow in the sense that when price broke above this range, making this our new demand range, is like our new demand range, price kind of like pulls back here, retesting the demand range and then pushes up again, which now means that this low from here to here, like our last area of demand, like maybe our last demand range, but based on structure, this is like a single push. But when you like study price very well, you see that this is like a shift in order flow or some kind of a break in demand, indicating that supply has now gained control of the market. So when price broke this flow, that was when it's okay, we have like this shift in order flow. It makes sense to take sales, even if price does not really test this, we can maybe look for sales somewhere here. That's if price did this, that's broke this low and then move back here, we can maybe look for shorts here and then hedge ourselves with longs whenever price gets down here. So whichever one plays out, we will be on the market. But that doesn't really happen, but it was something I really wanted to see happen, but it didn't happen. So when we had this break of structure here, that is break over, so normally just expect price to pull back into anything within that push phase for the longs. So yeah, I didn't really take any trade on Eurusd last week. So I'm very sure I know some of my friends did sell from way up here, some of them down here. automatically decides again. So even as price is pushing down, you can't just say that because price has now broken the daily low, which is somewhere here. It's here. You can't just say that because price has broken the daily low, price should now pull back before continuing. Like it can continue pushing for as long as it wants. So all we have to do is just like follow that structure, just follow those ranges until they start to fail. So like just follow the ranges, because price will always come back to them, and most of the time it will just respect them. So our work is just to react to whatever the market is doing. So this range is the things that 15-minute range. We are just taking shots from, say, you have this pullback here, and this is a push range, this is a new range. So if price comes back to it, you can just take something, but price doesn't back to this one. Price pushes back again, breaks again. So if price comes back to anything here, you can take this off, and we have this pullback into this zone, and it's kind of played out. So we have another range, goes back into another supply zone here, pushes, and then this where we can. So based on what we have, like the review of the previous week on the 15 minutes, on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, the only time you can see maybe you might have a pullback, so is if you get a break above this high, followed by, until we have this break, followed by a confirmed higher low. Then we can say, okay, now price wants to come back to fill this imbalance here, or maybe mitigate something within this whole leg. But until then, we just have to keep taking trades from the range, which is sales. But if we get a break above this, we need to see that confirmation, and then we can take the trade over price. The next time price goes back with the range, and then continue to upwards, but without the pullback. So that would be how looking at Eurusd going to next week. Last time would be GBPusd. GBpusd, same thing happened. Still, I wanted to see price break below this low. Let's see price break below this low. But unfortunately, I didn't really take any sales from up here. I actually took a buy down here. I didn't really take any sales, somehow busy with some other things. But from what we were talking about like 2 weeks ago, since the structure on the daily is bearish. Let me go to the daily time. Since the structure on the daily is bearish, you just want to see price respect that bearish structure. You don't want to start anticipating a reversal or anything. Like we've been bearish for I think since around May, June last year. So we don't want to start anticipating some kind of reversal. We just want to follow that structure. But since we are day trading, we mostly just switch our buyers like from time to time, maybe up to 2 to 3 times in a week. So here on the 4 hour, I'll just explain the reason why I took the buy I took on Thursday. So here on the 4 hour, I had this you can see like the structure here is actually very clear. So if you took sales from up here, that's as outlined on the videos with the last week and last 2 weeks, you might have gotten into some really nice sales from any of these ranges. So when I took the buy here, I took the buy somewhere here. So So we had this break here. Price have already broken this now. And to the buy. So I was looking at this as some kind of, because this is like when price pushed up and then pushed down again, we now have this supply range. So normally we expect price to push back. That's if price whenever price wants to see price pull back, respect the range and then continue the bearish order flow and structure. But we didn't actually get that. We saw price break above this high. I think it was like with a week. So I was like, okay, we have a break of supply, indicating that demand will be in control. And at the same time, I was thinking, okay, the price like in a push phase. It makes sense that price might want to pull back into maybe this imbalance here. That's the equilibrium of this imbalance here, or this supply zone up here. Like it makes sense because when that price wants to pull back, most of the time when we have like a push phase like this, say we are bearish. So we have a push phase like this, most of the time price won't always pull back straight up. We might get the push and then we see some kind of corrective movements upwards. So that was what I was looking at. I was thinking, okay, since we have this minor change of character or just minor break of structure and we are kind of in a push phase on the 4 hour, it makes sense that price might want to mitigate something within this high and then continue the bullish pullback before then continuing the more bearish structure. That was what I was looking at on Thursday last week. So 15 minutes. Yeah, so 15 minutes I saw we had this like a break of structure. So maybe on the 15 minutes it's like a break of structure, on the 4 hours you see just a week. So back to this. So here when I saw price week above this high, I was saying to myself, okay, since we have all these ranges here, this is like range 2, and then now price has now broken this. Price has now broken above this high, now making this our new supply range. It makes sense that price now wants to pull back into maybe this extreme supply down here, or maybe just this imbalance that I got. And I might take trades from imbalances, or maybe just this imbalance down here. Since price is creating demand ranges, I'll normally expect price to just respect those demand ranges. Like I'll never anticipate or want to see price break the demand range. I might have that at the back of my mind, but I just focus on what the market is telling me at the moment. So it was like the pullback into this newly created demand range, and go to the 5-minute structure cleared. So I had this particular zone. It was from a 15 minute imbalance, and then within that imbalance I saw this bright swing, so I kind of marked it out. But this was initially my main zone. Like I would have lost price to come down here before going above. Price actually do that. So on here on the 5 minutes, not really fun. Let me just go straight to the 1 minute so you see what I was talking about. So here on the 1 minute, when I saw price react to this particular zone that I marked out here, when I saw the reaction, I didn't just set a limit here because there's there's a possibility that price might just take out this zone and then mitigate this particular zone before going up, and then I might have taken a loss here, and I don't really feel confident taking another trade down here again. So what I normally wait for is I want to see that reaction away from this particular zone. So when I saw this, it was like my 1 hour structure, sorry, 1 minute structure is like my higher low, sorry, lower high, and this is my lower low. So when price broke this out, I was looking at this as some kind of break of structure and a break of supply. So I said, okay, now the 1 minute, 15 minutes is kind of bridge, because supply zones are being broken and demand zones are respected. These are supply ranges. So these are the demand ranges. Demand ranges are respected and supply ranges are broken. And now on the 1 minute, the same thing just happened. We have the supply zone here, and now the supply zone has been broken. So, and if supply is really getting broken, that should mean that demand is in control. And now this 1 minute supply and demand interaction is kind of aligned with what supply and demand is doing in 15 minutes. And also on the 4 hours. So it makes sense for me to set a limit down here. When price pushed up, just set limits here. And then my stop loss go this way. And then my initial target was when this high. This is where I partially out most of my traders to this high. I really want to target maybe all these supply zones here, but there's a possibility that price won't get okay. So I just wanted to like partially out most of my trades just above here, and then that is like where it just got some price, it came back lower before continuing up. So back to the 4 hour. So for the coming week, I actually wanted to like clean up this washer that will delete everything on the shell and reanalyze everything, since our whole objective from last 2 weeks has been met. So I just thought it made sense to clean everything and reanalyze. Hopefully by Thursday, I think I should be able to make another video until next week, maybe tomorrow or next time. I don't know. I'll try to put out another video that's with a new outlook and everything. Yeah, so that will be everything, guys. So if you found this video useful, or maybe you can support me by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. So thanks, guys. Have a wonderful trading week. Bye.